Albert Einstein reportedly called compound interest the eighth wonder of the world. He said, "He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it." Whether he actually said it or not, the math is undeniable. If you had invested just $10,000 at age 25 and never added another cent, by 65, you would have over $149,000 at a 7% annual return. Wait until 35 to invest that same 10,000, you'd end up with just 76,000. Same money, same rate, 10 years difference, nearly double the result. That's compound interest. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how it works, how to make it work for you, and how to make sure it's not silently working against you. So, what exactly is compound interest? And how is it different from simple interest? Simple interest is straightforward. You earn interest only on your original amount. Invest $1,000 at 10%, you earn $100 every year. After 10 years, you have $2,000. Linear, predictable, boring. Compound interest is different. You earn interest on your original amount and on all the interest you've already earned. Year 1, $100 in interest. Now your balance is $1,100. Year 2, interest on $1,100. That's $110. Balance, $1,210. Year 3, interest on $1,210. Balance keeps growing faster each year. After 10 years with compound interest, not $2,000, $2,594. That extra $594 earned on nothing but interest stacking on itself, that's the power of compounding. The formula behind all of this is simpler than it looks. A equals P times the quantity 1 plus R divided by N raised to the power of N times T. Let's decode that. A is the final amount, what you end up with. P is the principal, the money you start with. R is the annual interest rate as a decimal. 7% becomes 0.07. N is how many times interest compounds per year. Monthly compounding means N equals 12. T is the number of years. Let's plug in a real example. $10,000. And that's P. 7% annual return. R is 0.07. Compounding monthly, N is 12. 20 years, T is 20. Run the formula. 10,000 times 1.00583 raised to the power of 240. The result, $40,000.30. Your $10,000 quadrupled without you adding a single cent purely through compound interest over 20 years. Let's see this in action across 3 time horizons, because this is where compound interest really shows its teeth. Starting amount, $10,000. Annual return, 7%. Compounded monthly. No additional contributions. Just time. After 10 years, your $10,000 has grown to $20,137. You more than doubled your money without lifting a finger. After 20 years, $40,030. The same investment has now quadrupled. After 30 years, $76,122. 7.5 times your original investment. Here's what's stunning. In the first 10 years, you gain $10,000. In the next 10 years, another $20,000. In the final 10 years, $36,000 more. The growth is accelerating. This is the J-curve of compound interest. The early years feel slow, but the later years are where the magic explodes. Now here's what happens if you add just $300 a month on top of that $10,000 starting amount. At the same thing, 7% over 30 years. Your final balance? Over $450,000. That's what regular contributions plus compound interest does over a lifetime. Of all the variables in the compound interest formula, time is the most powerful and the one you can never get back. Let me show you a comparison that will stick with you. Sarah starts investing at 25. She puts in $200 a month until she's 35, then stops completely. 10 years of contributions, total invested $24,000. Mike starts at 35. He invests $200 a month all the way to 65. 30 years of contributions, total invested $72,000. At 65, with a 7% annual return. Who has more? Sarah, who stopped investing 30 years ago, has $233,000. Mike, who invested 3 times as much money, has $226,000. Sarah wins despite investing for just 10 years because she started a decade earlier. This is why financial advisors say the best time to start investing is yesterday. The second best time is today. Every year you wait, you don't just delay gains, you eliminate the most powerful years of compounding from your timeline. Here's a detail most people overlook: how often your interest compounds actually matters. Take $10,000 at 10% annual interest for 10 years. Compounded annually, once a year, you end up with $25,937. Compounded monthly, 12 times a year, $27,070. Compounded daily, 365 times a year, $27,179. Daily compounding gives you over $1,200 more than annual compounding, from the exact same rate and the same starting amount. The difference might seem small on $10,000, but scale this to a retirement account with hundreds of thousands of dollars, and the gap becomes significant. When choosing between savings accounts, investment accounts, or debt products, always check the compounding frequency. Annual percentage yield, or APY, already accounts for this. Annual percentage rate, or APR, does not. APY is the number that tells you the truth. Now for the other side of the coin, because compound interest doesn't just build wealth, it can destroy it just as efficiently when it's working against you. Credit card debt is the most dangerous example. The average credit card charges around 20% annual interest compounded daily. That means every single day, interest is being charged on your balance, including yesterday's interest. Let's say you carry a $5,000 balance and only make minimum payments. At 20% APR compounded daily, you'll pay that debt off in over 16 years, and you'll pay nearly $6,000 in interest alone, more than the original debt. Miss a few payments and get hit with penalty rates of 29%? The math gets even darker. The exact same mechanism that makes compound interest your greatest ally in investing makes it your worst enemy in high interest debt. This is Einstein's warning in practice. Those who understand it earn it. Those who don't, pay it. Pay off high interest debt first, then redirect that same money into compounding investments. That's the switch that changes everything. Now you can see exactly how compound interest works on your own numbers with our free compound interest calculator at fin-calculator.io. Enter your starting amount, your monthly contribution, your expected annual return, and your time horizon. The calculator instantly shows you your final balance, total contributions, and total interest earned, with a full year-by-year breakdown. You can also flip the compounding frequency annually, monthly, or daily, and watch how your outcome changes in real time. Want to see what happens if you increase your monthly contribution by just $50? Change one number and it updates instantly. What if your return is 6% instead of 7 or 8? The calculator handles all of it. No sign up, no email, no paywall. Completely free at fin-calculator.io. The link is in the description below.